A lot of times when I'm feeding the ducks, I start thinking about other Americans who pack big pork. And I also start thinking about water and like man's domination of water and like what it means to dominate water and like sea power and that kind of thing. Makes me think about the Panama Canal and Teddy Roosevelt. So that's what this is. This is a documentary about Teddy Roosevelt and the Panama Canal and building it and the story of Panama and all that. Since way back in Bible times, man's been trying to figure out a quicker way to get from New York to San Francisco. Because going around South America took forever, right? Like we had those old school big wheel bicycles, but we didn't have cars and airplanes and roads to haul things. So they thought Panama would be the best place to put the Panama Canal. See, originally Panama was a Spanish colony, and they understood that Panama would be an important trade route, so they set up the El Camino Road, which I found out later, El Camino means the road. It was actually called the Road, which I thought was kind of funny. But the Spanish never built a canal, so they didn't have the technology. They did have a gangload of Mexicans, but who knows. Anyway, you can't sit on a sweet piece of pie like that before someone wants a slice. Yeah, the first to try were the Scottish. Yeah, I'm not making that up. Yeah, a man by the name of William Patterson saw the potential of Panama as a canal, and he wanted to compete with the English, so he thought, let's go get a colony, I guess. So they sailed out to the New World, to Panama. But Patterson was kind of fucked from the beginning, man. Lack of planning, right? First the flag dropped. Spain was like, hey, I say, what the fuck? And then the natives they met weren't going for any of their bullshit at all. Yeah, what's happening? We're gonna be your leaders now. Who the fuck are you? The Scottish, man. The Scottish. We're gonna be your leaders. I never heard of you. You can fuck off, man. We don't need you. I mean, I can fuck off. Fuck you. I think we're in charge now. Aren't you supposed to give us stuff? You're supposed to come here to give us some things? Yeah, man, you suck at this. Hey, fuck you, man. It's my first time. I haven't done it before. Why don't you give him the beads, man? Try to give him the beads. Oh, shit, man. Wait till you check these beads out. Dude, you're gonna love these beads. Yo, show these motherfuckers the beads, man. Pull the beads up. Told you, pretty fucking nice, right? See? I didn't come here with nothing. We don't want that shit. What do you mean you don't want that? We want your fucking beads, man. Yeah, man, we make our own beads. You make your own beads? Yeah, our own beads, man. I think we're fucked, boss. All we brought were beads. So there it was. The Scottish colony died. And they had to sail back to Scotland and face the worst thing of all. Getting teased by their cousins, the English. Those guys are always going at it. How was your colony? So would this great canal ever be built? Don't cry, Jesus. The story's not over yet. Believe it or not, next come the French to give it a shot. Besides, who else would want a quicker route to San Francisco? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, believe it or not, our story begins in Paris. See, the French thought they were real cool because they just started building bridges and they just built the Eiffel Tower. And their big man of the hour, like Mr. Big Shitty when it comes to engineering over there, was Ferdinand de Lesseps. See, everybody thought Ferdinand was cool because he just got done building the Suez Canal, which is in Africa, I guess. So they threw big parties for it, you know what I mean? Like, oh, the Suez Canal's done. But let me tell you something. The Suez Canal was built in the desert, in the sand. See, my son builds things in the sand, and he's a fucking idiot. This is Panama we're talking about, man. Like, it's rain and it's mud. Like, this is real deal. It's no bullshit sandbox, you know what I'm saying? You gotta come with your A game. I will say they did try to get some work done. You know what I mean? They did start digging. But first thing they ran into is a little problem called the mosquito. You know what I mean? You gotta understand the French use a lot more lotion than a lot of other people do. So it made them more susceptible to mosquito attack. So they'd be working, right? And then here come these mosquitoes just going to town on them, just sucking the juice right out of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Look at this guy's eyeballs just blowing out of his head. So they died, right? Sad. All in all, when it was all said and done, they said out of 10, like, most of them died. I'm not sure, it was a lot of them. A lot of them died. And aside from just the death, they said the biggest problem is they were often trying to figure out the inner meaning of digging holes and what it was all about. And they fell into this deep depression trying to find the answers for it.
Non. La volupté est une conséquence.
Cheval.
Elle n'existe pas sans l'amour.
Alors l'amour, C'est quoi?
Les Chevelles, les Chevelles.
Ta voix, tes yeux, tes mains, tes lèvres.
And then they killed themselves. I don't know if they killed themselves, man, but their movies don't make no sense for real, bro. Well, in a typical French fashion, when the fight got hot, they got out. And it was time to bring in the big boys. That's right, USA, baby. Run by Big Teddy T, Mr. Panama, Mr. Big Shovel, Mr. Rough Rider, riding horses, getting it on, getting things done. See, we had a lot of presidents, but we didn't have a lot of motherfuckers like this guy. See, this dude was balls out, balls deep, thunderstick. I mean, look at the mustache on this guy for real. See, a lot of politicians nowadays think they're tough. Oh, you like to shoot moose? Oh, that's cute, right? My man don't shoot moose. He rides moose. If he wants to shoot something, he's gonna shoot them big like a rhino. Maybe something, you know, like an elephant. You know, moose is small game to a dude like him. See, in 1901, President McKinney was president. But lucky for everybody, he got his motherfucking head blown off. And then Teddy Roosevelt was the man. Which is good too, because he was a visionary. He understood about sea power, that we had to have that canal. We needed it. And it was like, what for? What do we need that for? You know, sea to shining sea, you know what I mean? Like naval power. Really? I think that's okay. All right. Cool, let's go get it, Teddy. So the American people were behind him. We had everything you needed to get it done, right? Except one problem. See, Panama wasn't part of the U.S. It was actually part of Colombia. And at that time, when the president of Colombia heard about it, he's like, he wasn't all about it. Look, Teddy, I appreciate you want to do this canal thing, but I'm just not into it. I'm kind of burnt out on the whole thing. If I want to build a canal, I'll just build one myself, you know what I mean? So please, just stay out. What the fuck do you mean you don't want a canal? Canal, you know how cool that'd be to have a canal right down the middle? Canal, man, you know what I'm saying? Look, man, I'll be down a little bit. We'll talk about it, okay? We'll have a conversation. Don't come down here. Don't come down here. Answer's no. I said no already. Look, I'm here now, man. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm on the beach. I'm ready to talk. Maybe we'll get a drink. We've discussed this, man, like gentlemen, all right? Fuck you. We ain't getting no drink. We ain't discussing nothing. Look, I got a pile of dead Frenchmen down here. Place is a mess. It's my house, my place. My place, my way, my place. Stay out. See, so Teddy was getting pissed, right? See, he'd been running around telling all his friends about how he's going to have a canal and all the things he's going to do with it. Don't cry, Jesus. He'll work it out. See, well, right when he thought all was lost, you know what I mean? He dug deep. He thought about, I can't be the fighter all the time. Sometimes I got to be the diplomat too, so that's what he did. So Teddy sat down and wrote the best letter he's ever written in his whole life. He's like, Dear Colombia, you should make Panama free because we're free and you're free and freedom isn't free. Keep it free. Signed, Teddy Roosevelt. So he sent the letter down in our fastest ship to get to him quick as possible. And when the president of Colombia read that great letter, he's like, man, I'm being a dick. And right away he signed over Panama's freedom. So got his freedom. Great diplomatic success for Teddy Roosevelt. Back in the U.S., he was a hero for being able to free Panama from the Colombians. And the Panamanians were happy as a motherfucker, like they were dancing in the street, like they'd never been free before. They were so happy the president of Panama did not hesitate to sign over the treaty to let them build the Panama Canal. We had a new friend. So the project finally had what it needed. Help from a cooperative government, a country with God on its side, and a leader with a big set of American balls. First thing he did is he got to the Marines and he's like, yo, let's go take care of them bugs. And that's what they did. Locked and loaded. Fuck some bugs up. Get them, Rico. Bugs. Fuck them bugs up. The rest they say is history, man. You get the U.S. behind a shovel, we're gonna build some things. We don't take no for an answer. Like, look at this dude, he's sitting on a crane all by himself. He's like, man, I'll dig it myself, I don't care. So just like that, we figured out all engineering problems, and look at that little ship go. Look at him moving right along. We showed Europe how to get things done. Don't take no prisoners, you old bastard. So he was a hero. Look, he's done all the papers. They're like, yo, let's build a big ass statue, put his face right in the middle. And that's what we did. I think he's in the back, but he just means he's got your back, is all that means. So I said, American hero, man, for real. Keep smiling, you sexy son of a bitch.